Okay, let's make a two-way table. Here we have a randomly surveyed some students between the ages of 12 and 17 and asked them whether they ride a bus to school. And here are the results. The ages for riding the bus and the tally marks, and then the ages and the tally marks for not riding the bus. So to make the table, I need to make sure that I make it clear as to what everything is. So this is the ages, 12 to 13, 14 to 15, 16 to 17. Notice it's the intervals. And then here's the ride the bus and does not ride the bus, and this is talking about the students. And then we have the totals for those marginal frequencies. All right, so let's go and add up and put our numbers where they belong. For riding the bus, the 12 to 13-year-olds, 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 ride the bus. That are the 12 and 13-year-olds. That does not ride the bus for 12 and 13-year-olds, 5, 10, 15, 16. And the total for that, let's see, add those up, we've got 40 in all. All right, now let's go to the 14 and 15-year-olds that ride the bus. 5, 10, 12 ride the bus. And how many do not ride the bus? 5, 10, 13. Let's add those up for the marginal frequency. That would be 25. Now those older ones that would be of age to have their driver's license for riding the bus, if they were 16 or 17, there's 5, 10, 14 that ride the bus. And then maybe they don't have a car, maybe they don't want to drive and does not ride the bus at that age, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. And if we do the marginal frequency for this, there are 35 16 and 17-year-olds that we surveyed. So let's add this way. 24 plus 12 plus 14 would be 50. And 16 plus 13 plus 21, that's also 50. 50 plus 50 is 100. Let's check this way too. 40 plus 25 plus 35, that would also make 100. And there's your two-way table. Now we want to talk about what percent of students ride the bus or do not ride the bus. So to find that, you take your joint frequency, which are these bottom numbers here, and you divide by the total number of students. So if they're saying how many 12 to 13-year-olds rides the bus? Well, there were 24 of them that rode the bus that needed to be divided by their 40 children in all that rode the bus, that were that age that rode the bus. And then for the 14 to 15-year-olds, there were 12 out of 25. For 16 to 17-year-olds, there were 14 out of 35. Okay, for doesn't ride the bus, there are 16 out of 40. For 12 to 13-year-olds, there are 13 out of 25. And there are, for 16 and 17-year-olds, there are 21 out of 35. Now, hopefully your teacher will let you use a calculator on this part. 24 divided by 40 is 0.6. That'd be about 60%. Remember, you have to move that decimal 2 places to the right. 12 divided by 25 is 0.48% or 48%. 14 divided by 35 is 40%. That decimal 2 places right. 16 divided by 40 is 40%. 13 divided by 25 is 52%. And 21 divided by 35 is 60%. All right.